Guys, I apologize. This camera keeps moving. My hand is totally still. My face is totally still. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I am sorry that last week's vlog never happened. I shot it several times, couldn't get it under 15 minutes, decided I don't want to do this anymore with that particular vlog. And that topic was kind of petty. Anyway, this week, I cannot resist this topic. I got asked a question about it on Facebook, and I didn't do this while I was at the Seeing Eye, so I thought, you know what, I might as well go ahead and do it. Can't resist it. Hennig is playing with her toys. That's her belly you hear. So I apologize that this video is not going to be filmed in dead silence, but at least the noise is caused by a beautiful dog. So the bell is gone. I took it off of Hennig because I'm like, it'll be quieter and my room's small enough and clean enough, like she'll be fine. And as soon as I took the bell off, she, I swear, gave me this look like, what did you just do to me? And then she ran and laid in her bed. So yeah, either that or she knew I was vlogging. I swear the girl has vlogophobia. Anyways, so in this video, I thought I would talk about dog day. Sorry, I have to fix my glasses. They're like falling off my nose. I thought I would just discuss dog day and how we bonded then and how we are bonding now. And what she understands of me as well as what I understand of her, kind of how we communicate. So, dog day at the Seeing Eye is Wednesday morning. They bring you to the Seeing Eye on Monday, and then you get your dog on Wednesday morning. And Wednesday morning, we had breakfast, and then we had 2 lectures. I don't know why they thought they would do 2. Maybe just to give the kennel hands some time to bathe the dogs. I don't know. But, yeah, they did 2 lectures. I don't remember any of it, needless to say. Then after the lectures, I went to my room and kind of paced around for a little bit, filmed my pre-dog nerves video, got that all uploaded, then had more time to pace around. At one point I opened the door to listen to see kind of what the status was, if instructors were coming down the hallway, you know, if anyone else had gotten their dog. And there were 2 girls in my wing that just stood there talking, and I was like, okay, nothing has happened yet, question mark? So I closed the door, paced again. I had my leash in my hand the whole time because I was like, I want to be ready for this dog when she comes. Actually, I didn't know it was going to be a she. Although my gut told me for like 6 months that it was going to be female. But my gut was wrong because my gut also told me it would be yellow. Anyways, so I had my leash in my hand and I was pacing, and I went about 10 or 15 minutes after I went to listen the first time, I went to listen again. And I got to the door and felt like maybe I shouldn't poke my head out and try to listen. And it was a good thing I didn't because I had been there for like a minute. And my instructor came and knocked on the door. And before my instructor could even say a word to me, Hennig, who was standing out there with her, coughed. And it dawned on me that this was going to be my Seeing Eye dog, and that she was out there, and that she existed. Because I had dreamt about getting my Seeing Eye dog for a very long time. I mean, I don't think I really started seriously entertaining it till like my sophomore year when I was doing research about which schools I was going to go to. School. You only go to one guide dog school. I mean, unless you decide to make a school change. Yeah. And so that reality really dawned on me kind of in that moment. And, she said, I have an adorable friend for you. Her name is Hennig. She's a female black lab golden cross. And then I was told just to spend the next hour bonding with her until we got called down to get gentle leaders fitted, to get our training harnesses. So I put my leash on Hennig's collar and I took her into my room and let her walk around and sniff around a little bit. I'd puppy proofed on Tuesday night and then again early that morning because I just wanted to make sure it was as neat and tidy as possible. And then at one point we sat down and she sat in my lap, and then she got out of my lap, rolled over, and decided, I want a belly rub now. And so her and I anyways, tend to bond a lot through touch. I learned that Hennig is a snuggler. She wants that affection. She wants you to cuddle with her. She loves her belly rubs. She loves to be directly against people, touching them, sniffing them, whatever it may be. A favorite thing that she and I do is we cuddle on the floor. Unfortunately, that tends to lead to mommy falling asleep. So I'm trying not to fall asleep if I cuddle on the floor with her. But for me, we don't have structured, here's an hour, let's just bond time. But I do make it a point every day to spend a little bit of time without my phone with just her and I. And this bond is so important because the seeing eye teaches these dogs to respond to petting and praise. I know some schools use food reward in tandem with petting and praise, but the seeing eye does not use food reward at all. And so the bond is so important because you don't want a stranger to be all up in your business. It'd be like walking in the middle of a grocery store and some random person that looks kind of familiar but that you don't really remember where they're familiar from comes up to you, gives you a giant hug, and says, "Oh, look, it's my favorite person. They're here. I can't believe it." So it's important to maintain a strong bond between Hennig and I. From a work standpoint and from a non-work standpoint, actually, these dogs actually understand a lot. Sorry, I just repeated myself a little bit. So, for example, what we were told at Seeing Eye is everything you feel will translate down the leash. And I have definitely noticed that. There have been times where we've passed big barking dogs behind fences and I've gotten slightly nervous and Hennig's like, "Oh, handler nervous, mommy nervous, must run, must bolt, must hide." The biggest one they talked about with us at Seeing Eye was at the airport. Whether we're excited or nervous or upset to go home, that will translate down the leash. Stress also translates down the leash too. I don't know if you guys remember from my stress and exhaustion video from Seeing Eye Day 23, but my stress was like in the air. And I could tell that she was seeing that because she was so barky. These dogs also understand when, as a handler, you're confused or you're frustrated. And sometimes that'll happen about things the dog did. Sometimes it won't happen by things that they did. It'll be a handler error, but they totally can pick up on it. We were taught as we work to correct the dogs if they're doing something. So for example, if we are in a store and she decides, "I would like to go sniff the sodas over there," we were taught to correct them. And so they understand because we have a special way that we correct them if they are doing something wrong. And through the praise and the occasional petting, because you can't really pet a dog as you're walking down the block, but the praise and the petting when you get to a corner or to a place that's convenient to stop, that translates to the dog as, oh, I did something right. And then I'm still really learning how to read her. So sometimes we will come up on a patch of grass, or in a grocery store we'll be coming up on a display, and I will be like, Hennig, hop up, come on, move, let's go. And she will just stand there, or she will try to find an alternate way. And so I'm like, what are you doing? And so I'll typically stick my right foot out to probe, and I'll find it and be like, oh, that's such a good dog. But I'm still learning to know, oh, she's stopping because there's a legitimate reason there. Sometimes the dogs will stop when they're distracted, and so I always will probe or hop her up a couple times just to make sure that she's not being distracted. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Learning how to read these dogs' body language. With Hennig, I can kind of tell when she's getting hot. She got sick at seeing eye, so I had a very early taste of what she behaves like when she gets sick. I can tell what she's like when she's sad, or when she's bored. And so, you really, as you grow to become a more bonded team, as you bond with these dogs more, you will grow to understand a lot about them, and they'll grow to understand you. Like, she will learn my body language as much as I will learn hers. And she'll know what I've heard from other handlers is that the dogs know. So if the handler is having a really rough day, the dog will know, and the dog will be a little bit cuddlier, or, just things like that. If the handler's stressed, obviously Hennig and I experienced that one, the dog will start to pick up on that stress. But yeah, the dog and the human learn each other a lot more, and what I've heard from seeing eye is that it takes anywhere between 6 months and a year to really feel like you're a well-rounded team. And I cannot wait for that, because the past couple of weeks, I'm not gonna lie, have been really hard for her and I. We've had a lot happen in our bond. We've had a lot happen just in my life in general. And so I can't wait to watch that 6 months, that year go by, and watch us transform into a team where the handler has zero confidence, into a team where handler and dog realize they can trust each other, that they have each other to rely on. I'm so excited for that. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. Please comment with anything you would like to hear about next week. I am on social media now. I have an Instagram at Ordinary Blind. Twitter is at, that's my Twitter. Twitter is at Ordinary_Blind, because Twitter is long-namist and wouldn't let me put girl in there. Instagram is at Ordinary Blind Girl. I have yet to figure out how to put a description in iMovie, otherwise I would link my social media in the description. If you guys would like me to create a Facebook page for this channel, please leave it in comments. I will create one. Comment with your questions. Comment with anything you would like to see me do, anything you'd like to hear me talk about. Please comment. I'm not mean, I swear. Please send your friends on over. I am like 8 away from 100 subscribers. I would love to get my subscriber count growing, because I would love to know, I would love to just get more people interested. I would love to, be a motivation or whatever people need. I would love to do that. This channel is for you guys. So, send your friends on over. Have a magnificent week. I'm gonna do my darndest not to skip any more vlog weeks. Until next week, goodbye, and I will hopefully have Hennig out to see ya. Bye-bye.